Courage, dear heart, wrote C.S. Lewis, reminding us of the strength we find in our faith. Have you ever felt the weight of the world pressing down on you, making it hard to even take the next step? Living daily as a disciple of Jesus Christ is not easy in this world. Some days we need God's help just to put one foot in front of the other. We need His strength to keep praying, standing, and working, even when success seems like simply not quitting today. You might feel tempted to escape your trials by giving up, but I urge you, with every ounce of energy I have, don't surrender to despair. The anaconda of hopelessness will squeeze the life out of you if you let it. Hold on to hope, because there's too much at stake. Your children, grandchildren, legacy, friends, and neighbors need you to rise up in these difficult days and say, I won't quit. Others may throw in the towel, but we must stand firm. Stay with us for more messages of hope and resilience. If this touched your heart, please like and comment below before we move on to our next. Let me hear a blessed from you all. C.S. Lewis poignantly stated, hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny in moments of struggle. It's essential to remember this truth. When faced with a long, arduous season, we must decide how we will respond to our troubles. Will we allow them to make us bitter, or will we let them forge us into stronger individuals? This choice is ours alone. How often have you found yourself on the brink of giving up, feeling overwhelmed by the challenges before you? It's in these very moments that we must dig deep and refuse to surrender. Imagine declaring with unwavering conviction, I will not be moved. I will not give up. I will stand firm as a father, a provider, a Christian, and a believer. I will not abandon the call God has placed on my life. I will not relent in my efforts to serve my community. I will persevere in all my good works. I will honor the gifts God has given me. I am not a quitter. I am more than a conqueror, and through Jesus Christ, I will overcome every temptation to quit. So I ask you, what is it that you need to stand firm against today? Reflect on this question and let it resonate within you. Let's support each other in this journey. Imagine waking up every morning with an unwavering declaration in your heart, I will not be moved. I will not give up. I will stand firm as a father, a provider, a Christian, and a believer. I will not abandon the call God has placed on my life. I will not relent in my efforts to serve my community. I will persevere in all my good works. I will honor the gifts God has given me. I am not a quitter. I am more than a conqueror, and through Jesus Christ, I will overcome every temptation to quit. This profound commitment echoes the steadfast spirit of the heroes of faith who came before us. It's a declaration that acknowledges the challenges but also affirms an unshakable resolve to overcome them. Consider the story of C.S. Lewis, who faced profound personal loss and suffering, yet emerged as one of the most influential Christian apologists of the 20th century. His words, hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny, remind us that perseverance through trials is not just possible but can lead to remarkable transformations. What trials are you facing today that require this kind of steadfast resolve? Are there moments where the temptation to quit feels overwhelming? Reflect on these questions deeply, for within them lies the seed of your resilience and faith. We are called to support each other in this journey of faith. Let's build a community where we encourage one another to stand firm, to hold on to the promises of God, and to push through every adversity. As Hebrews 10:24-25 reminds us, and let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds, not giving up meeting together, as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching. Reflect on the challenges you face and think about what it means to stand firm against them. How can you embody this declaration in your daily life? How can we, as a community, uplift each other and hold each other accountable to our commitments? C.S. Lewis once remarked, "Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny." Have you ever found yourself feeling overwhelmed, as if you are the only one facing immense struggles? It's easy to fall into the trap of self-pity, but remember, you are not alone. Stand up, dust off your worries, lift your head high, and straighten your shoulders. Declare boldly, "There is no more quit in me." Ask yourself, what is holding you back from believing in your resilience and strength? No condition is too dark, no situation too impossible for God to change in an instant. Remember, God's plan for you is far greater than any plan you could craft for yourself. As Lewis so wisely stated, there are far, far better things ahead than any we leave behind. Trust in this promise and take the step to commit your uncertain future to a known and loving God. In God's hands, no script is predictable, no storyline is inevitable, and no outcome is certain. Life, with its twists and turns, can often leave us feeling lost in the middle of our story, confused and disheartened because the ending we envision seems out of reach. But remember, God is the ultimate author of history, and His penmanship is beyond our understanding. What seems like an unexpected detour or a painful plot twist is part of a grand narrative that He is masterfully crafting. So keep praying, keep trusting, and rest in the knowledge that your story is far from finished. C.S. Lewis once wisely noted, "Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny." These words echo a profound truth about resilience and faith. Have you ever felt the crushing weight of defeat, the sting of failure, or the paralyzing fear that you might never rise again? It's in these moments of vulnerability that we must anchor ourselves in God's promises. Stand firm in the face of adversity. You might get knocked down 9 times, but with God by your side, you will rise 10 times. Life, with all its trials, may attempt to break you, but remember, you are not alone. The devil may hit you hard, but bless God, you will get back up every time. The Bible assures us that we are more than conquerors through Him who loved us. This means that our victories are not just fleeting moments of triumph, but profound testimonies of God's unwavering support. When you are more than a conqueror, you don't just survive, you thrive, you overcome. God's presence in your life transforms you into an overcomer, someone who rises above every challenge. Don't give up. Don't let the darkness of the moment obscure the light of His promises. You are stronger than you know, and with God you can face any battle. As you wake each morning, take a moment to reflect on the unwavering presence of God in your life. He has been with you through every trial, silently weaving His perfect plan. Even when the path seems dark and uncertain, He remains on the throne, orchestrating every detail. Do you feel His comforting presence during your most challenging moments? Remember, He will never abandon you. He knows the way through your wilderness and has promised to guide and bless you abundantly. Think back to the times you felt utterly lost, and recall the profound peace that washed over you when you surrendered to His will. In those moments you found solace, not in your strength, but in His unending grace. Today, whatever obstacles you face, embrace them with a heart full of faith. Trust in God's divine process, knowing that He is shaping you for an extraordinary destiny beyond your wildest dreams. Consider the words of C.S. Lewis, who once said, "Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny. Your struggles are not in vain. They are the very tools God uses to mold and refine you." Each challenge is a stepping stone toward the fulfillment of His promises in your life. Imagine the times when the weight of the world seemed unbearable, yet somehow you found the strength to carry on. That strength was not your own, it was the manifestation of God's love and support. He is the light in your darkest hour, the calm in your storm. Every trial you endure is a testament to His faithfulness, a reminder that He is actively involved in every aspect of your life. Reflect on the story of Joseph from the Bible, who was sold into slavery by his own brothers and endured years of hardship. Despite his suffering, Joseph remained faithful, trusting in God's plan. Eventually, he rose to a position of great power and was able to save many lives, including those of his family. Joseph's journey from the pit to the palace is a powerful illustration of how God's plans often unfold in ways we cannot understand, but always for a greater good. In your own life, there are moments of doubt and despair, but these are the very times when God is closest to you, whispering words of encouragement and hope. He is molding your character, preparing you for a future filled with purpose and promise. Embrace the challenges, for they are the crucible in which your faith is tested and strengthened. As we journey together in faith and trust, let's hold on to the assurance that God's plans for us are always good, even when we cannot see the bigger picture. If this message resonates with you, I encourage you to like and comment below. Your thoughts and experiences matter deeply, and by sharing we can strengthen and uplift one another in this walk of faith. Let's continue this meaningful conversation, supporting each other in the steadfast belief that God's timing and ways are perfect. Furthermore, take a moment to consider the wisdom of C.S. Lewis, who also said, "God whispers to us in our pleasures, speaks in our conscience, but shouts in our pains. It is his megaphone to rouse a deaf world." Pain and suffering are not merely obstacles to overcome, but opportunities for growth and deeper understanding of his will. In our struggles, we are drawn closer to him, learning to rely on his strength rather than our own. As you go through your day, remember that every encounter, every challenge, and every joy is part of God's intricate design for your life. He is constantly at work, even when you cannot see it. Trust in his timing, for he knows what is best for you. The Lord is near, and he is guiding you toward a future filled with hope and promise. In conclusion, let's journey together in faith and trust, encouraging one another to embrace the trials and triumphs of life with unwavering faith in God's plan. If this message resonates with you, please like and comment below. Share your thoughts, your struggles, and your victories, for in doing so, we build a community of support and love. Let's continue this journey together, trusting in the perfect plan that God has for each of us. C.S. Lewis once said, "Failures are fingerposts on the road to achievement." This wisdom resonates deeply with the core message of resilience and perseverance. When life knocks us down, it isn't the fall that defines us, but our decision to rise again. The real test of faith and mental toughness is our ability to stand up after each setback. Proverbs 24:16 tells us, "For though a righteous man falls 7 times, he rises again." This isn't merely about physical resilience, but the unwavering spirit to keep going despite adversity. Have you ever felt utterly defeated, questioning whether you have the strength to continue? Those moments of despair when you feel as if the weight of the world is crushing your spirit are the very crucible where true resilience is forged. It's natural to feel overwhelmed, to think that the battle is lost. But each fall is not the end, it is a poignant call to rise stronger. Just as C.S. Lewis once observed, hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny. Your struggles are not in vain, they are shaping you, refining you, and preparing you for greater things. Success doesn't come from never falling, it comes from the determination to get back up again and again. Every setback is an opportunity to rise, to push forward with renewed vigor. It is in that one more effort, that one more attempt to stand on shaky legs, that you find the seeds of triumph. The path to victory is paved with perseverance, with the courage to face your fears and the tenacity to keep moving forward, even when the odds seem insurmountable. Imagine a warrior on the battlefield, bloodied and bruised, yet refusing to yield. Each step forward, each time they rise from the ground, they become a beacon of hope, the testament to the power of the human spirit. Similarly, your journey through adversity, your relentless pursuit of your goals despite the obstacles, becomes a story of triumph that inspires others. Staying down is never the answer, it is in the act of rising, in the struggle to lift yourself up despite the pain, that true strength is discovered. As you stand, even with trembling legs, you declare to the world that you are not defeated, that you will not surrender. This is where triumph begins, in the decision to rise, to fight, to believe that you are capable of overcoming any challenge. So, let's dig deep and find that inner strength. If this message speaks to you, like and comment below. Share your struggles and victories, and let's support each other in this journey of faith and perseverance. Together, we can rise after every fall.